Lulu, I remember the good old days.
What, like 50 years ago?
No, hell no. I'm just talking about 2 months ago. We used to go out and eat. Oh, when the weekend would come in Las Vegas and friends would come into town, we could experience the latest and greatest dining experience. I think those simple pleasures, I don't know if we'll ever be able to experience like that again.
All right, so this is supposedly akadashi tofu.
Two orders of the duck skewer with balsamic soy sauce and chili. The duck.
Ooh, look at that duck skewer.
Tasty.
And we took for granted such beautiful experiences in life.
And it got me thinking about how many of these other experiences that we've taken for granted. So we're making a video about it.
8 things we took for granted.
That's right. Vegas is the capital of good eats. All the best stuff from around the world piped in here. And all the people that we know, all our friends come here to visit.
The first thing we took for granted, spending time with friends.
Yes. It seems like it's one of those things where you just know you're going to do every single weekend. And I'll tell you, Vegas, everyone comes here. We don't even have to ask people to call us up. They're like, we're going to go out and do this.
Can I just come over?
You know, the last time we actually went out to eat with friends was maybe about like 2 weeks before the quarantine. And we went to this absolutely amazing restaurant called Raku, right? This Japanese tapa grill. One of the best places here in Las Vegas. 5 stars, off the strip. And you know, when it's off the strip, it means locals know about it and the food aficionados that come to Vegas know about it. You have to make the trek. And so for us, it's not just when friends come into town that we love, it's the fact that we get to eat together. There is something to be said about that experience. That if you look back through history, I'm talking way, way back, what do people do to break bread?
They gather together.
That's right. It's brought people together. And not having that, I'm feeling it. I'm
like
feeling
incomplete.
it.
Ginger and burrito flakes on the side.
You know what I'm going to miss? I'm going to miss, well, hello, sir. I got your table right here, right this way.
They don't look like that.
Yes, they do. That smile, I'm going to miss that smile because you know what's going to happen? All the greeters, everyone that works in restaurants are going to be wearing those masks now. And you know what? You should wear the mask. No question about that. You'll see a smile on someone's face. It's part of the experience that makes dining out so great. It's just how wonderful the staff is.
100% agree with you. You know what I miss? Hugging. When you see your friends at the restaurant, you hug them and you greet them.
Oh, you're much more than a hugger. You're a smotherer.
No, I only do that to you.
The other thing that I really miss about the dining experience, it's that hustle and bustle of a packed restaurant. There's a sense of electricity when you walk into a place, so you can see that it's real busy and that people are chatting, having a good time.
Yes.
Particular when you get a reservation to a posh place like Raku, finally get to see how busy it is, and you're walking through like, oh, look what I got. I got me a seat here.
I got a table and you guys are still waiting.
That hustle and bustle, I don't know when we're going to be able to experience that again. Even now that restaurants are reopening, they have all these strict rules of how they can do seating where every other table can be open.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
are they gonna do that?
That's what I heard with some cities, like in Georgia, where they've already reopened, so you have to sit every other seat apart. Now, I think if you have a party of people, you can sit together, but the next table over has to be empty.
Oh, it's so sad. I really do miss that, having a neighbor next to you. Like, oh, what is he eating? What is it? Being nosy about it.
Makes me wonder how a place like Raku will be able to do business ongoing because it's such a small restaurant to begin with. You know, I think if you cut out half the people, that's basically meaning that you can fit 4 people in the whole place. I question how some of these smaller restaurants are going to be able to thrive after a situation like this.
I miss sharing food. Oh, I love sharing food, and that makes me really mad. I can't do it now.
Lulu, your definition of sharing food is pretty much, John, I don't like this, so you can have this, and then, oh, it's on your plate. I like that. I'm gonna take that instead.
No, that's sharing. That's my definition of sharing. Half mine and half yours.
Makes me wonder how restaurants like Raku are going to be able to survive, because it's a tapas style restaurant. The whole idea is you order a plate and people pick and choose the things that they like to eat from that plate.
Ooh, that's good.
Oh, or even worse, Chinese restaurants, because it's family style. What are they going to do? Oh, you know what's even worse, Lulu?
What?
Vegas buffets.
Oh, crap.
Holy moly.
We love
buffets.
Oh my
What
God.
are we gonna do? Oh my God. I don't think I could trust myself going to a buffet and not feeling like, yeah, you know, I don't know if I want to eat that. Now you touched it. Actually, it's probably the other way around, because everyone's gonna look at me like a Chinese guy, like, you're the one that brought this into this buffet.
They're gonna say, you out.
But yeah, Raku's sharing experience is absolutely one of a kind. Probably one of the coolest things we've ever experienced in Las Vegas. You know, the bright side is I'm really glad we got to experience that before everything went south.
How the chef handles food.
Well, that's a big issue now. In particular, a place like Raku, where they are known for their sushi. Now, I've seen some sushi restaurants where they'll start to wear plastic gloves with the sushi chef, but I think if you were to go to Japan, they would really frown upon that. I think there's an inevitability that they're going to wear gloves. You're sitting there watching the sushi chef right up close. It's a very intimate experience. And now that you have that, you really can't get that close. One, in fact, they might even get rid of that whole, the seat around the chef type of thing.
Or they're going to put a shield.
That would suck. That's like watching a chef at a zoo.
Oh, this is sad.
I mean, speaking of touching everything, right? I saw the video footage of you going to the bathroom and literally touching everything.
Oh my God, it's disgusting, you guys. I am shocked when I saw the video. Literally, I was so comfortable, maybe because I saw that they have aquarium inside their bathroom, and maybe in my head, oh, this is clean.
Well, they have really interesting designs throughout the whole restaurant.
Right.
It makes you want to touch and take pictures with it. It's very, I would say, it's almost like a mini interactive museum, and you want to go up and close and take pictures of this little area here.
That's right.
Or go to the bathroom, check out the aquarium. It is very, very cool, but it's one of those things that makes you go, I don't think I'm gonna touch anything,
God.
especially stuff in the bathroom.
Like I was clicking all that, you know, the automatic thing that will wipe your bum and all, and then that's the best.
Don't need to
After
know.
that, I touched my
Don't
face.
need to know. Don't need, no. That being said, the other thing is that I think it's going to be very difficult to be able to vlog like we used to in these kind of restaurants, because I wandered everywhere around this restaurant. It's really, really cool. And I wanted to get some great footage, great B-roll. I can see people getting very skittish now when you're walking around and filming stuff. I don't think people like it anymore. I think in a time like this, someone like with a mask on, you can't see them, they're filming stuff. It just feels like an extra bit of shady, you know? It's like, I don't think I want you back here.
Big difference when they can see you. Oh, you're looking good. You're handsome. Oh, I can trust you. Yeah, you can film me.
Yeah, well, I never had that problem.
Oh.
And the one thing I think we just took for granted, the most important thing is the fact that all these restaurants that were available to us here in Las Vegas, I think a good number of them will not be around by the time things get back to normal. Over on my other YouTube channel, I've been talking a lot about the business implications. One of the big problems with a lot of restaurants is that they don't generally have a lot of cash reserves. They live month to month. So the money they generate during that month goes for paying the bills, goes to pay for everything. And because they have a very expensive lease, just to continue to maintain that lease without income coming in means that their cash gets drained fast. One of the first batches of small businesses that tend to go bankrupt in situations like this is small restaurants, small business owners and restaurants.
Even they're really good?
If they're closed, it don't matter if they're good. And if they reopen and they can only hold a third of the capacity, they're not covering rent. So this is a bad situation that I think a lot of restaurants are going to shudder. Oh boy. Life will not be the same after this. And on the positive note, I like to think about it as life evolves. The world changes, society changes. We find ways to adapt, and usually for the better.